Justin, what was the mentality in the huddle just on that final drive? You say anything of note, or just what'd you do?
We just went out there and, we had another opportunity. So shout out to the defense for giving us that opportunity, and we knew that we had to go make a play. And it came down to that drive, and, Ladd had a couple great big catches, and then, JK with that huge run. So props to the guys sticking through it, staying patient, and getting the job done.
It goes so well in the first half, and then, first 20 minutes of the second half, things kind of become a slog. How do you turn that back around late in the game like that?
Just staying focused, understanding that, it's a 60-minute game and we got to do a better job of playing consistently all throughout the game. But I thought when they needed an answer, Ladd came up with some big catches and we moved the ball and, got the job done.
Many times this year, it's been the defense that has really performed well and helped you win ball games. Tonight, it was more offense, putting up all those points. What's that like for you to see the offense come through?
I would say the defense, played a heck of a game. They did a great job, getting stops when they needed to. They got us the ball back, held them to a couple missed field goals there. And, for them to be able to get that done, get us the ball back, they really got the job done.
And it's sort of like two great pitchers going at it. What's it like to be on the field with Burrow, two great young quarterbacks performing?
Yeah, unfortunately, we don't play at the same time, so it's us versus the defense, him versus our defense, and I got a lot of respect for him. He's an incredible competitor, a lot of respect for his game as well. But our offense played up against their defense today.
Justin, last week I was asking you about making big plays in the air and on the ground. Tonight you led the team in rushing, and a lot of those big pickups led to touchdowns. What is leading to the consistency of you having good games on the ground?
I think it's just seeing those rush lanes and when the pressure comes and understanding that. You have that ability to step out of the pocket and a throwaway is not always the best option. So to be able to continue and extend plays, I have to be better with the ball, more ball security, but, I think it helps our offense.
Over the last 5 years, there's been a lot of these type of games, and you guys have not come out on the right end of them. But to get a win like this tonight, what does it say about the progression of this team and where you all can go?
Well, I'd say there's plenty of games over the past 5 years that we have pulled out and we have closed, and it's always part of the NFL. You're going up against really good teams, and they've got an incredible offense that we saw. It's all about playing consistently, playing complementary football, and I thought the defense did a great job of coming up with some big stops. So it's on us to be able to execute in the third quarter, fourth quarter, but it was really good to see from those guys fighting.
Do you actually like to run with the football, or is it more a case of, oh, shoot, I better get out of here?
I always enjoy running with football. It's an opportunity to go make a play, and I think it shows the team that I want to do everything to win, and whatever that may be, whether it's running the ball, throwing the ball, whatever we need to do to extend drives, convert on third down, and score points in the red zone.
I mean, the play with Hilton where you bowled him over, running backs make a textbook play like that. Was it just one of those as you're running like, I'm going to go right at him, or what was your mentality during that?
Yeah, it was a play action rollout, and I was trying to work right, left, back to the right, and I felt like I didn't really have time to slide, and so it's just one of those things. I braced, did everything I could, and I just have to be better with the ball.
You're doing this with guys who weren't household names, the Will Disleys and Ladd McConkey's of the world. What's it been like just growing that relationship with these guys and kind of putting them on the national stage too?
I think it's been really cool for them to write their own stories. I think Will has done such a great job of, being a complete tight end where, we ask him to catch passes, to run block, to pass block, and he's able to do everything. And to have a guy like Ladd who, stepped in so early, and we knew how special he was going to be, came up with some big plays for us today, and, thankful for that guy, and he's definitely made my job a lot easier.
What adjustments does Cincinnati make at halftime to kind of slow you guys down in the second half?
I think it's just up to us to execute. We have to keep doing a better job of staying focused and executing on third down. There are a couple balls that I'd love to have back and be able to rethrow. But we'll take a look at the film and understand that, it's up to us to keep playing.
The long touchdown to Will, he's been a good target for you underneath and stuff, but that's really the first long pass where you've connected with him. Is that something that you saw in film with Cincinnati, or you haven't been able to use before that you wanted to use earlier in the season?
Yeah, I think we've had our targets to him downfield. I think in the previous couple of weeks they've done a good job of covering him downfield. I think it was just one of those plays that you see the coverage and you see him open and you do everything you can to get the ball down there. You want to be smart with it. He came up with a great catch, way to keep rolling into the end zone. So it was really good to see from him.
I don't know when this team last had a 4-game winning streak. Might be in a few years, but you are in that now. How do you feel about that and overall about the team's play?
We really do take it 1 week at a time. That's what's most important about this football team is understanding that, the job's not done and we have to do everything we can to look forward to our next opponent. We've got a really good opponent coming on Monday Night Football next week. So we're going to have a good week of preparation, of practice, and stay dialed in.
How helpful was the offensive line for you during this game, just on the rush and with the pass?
Yeah, we've got a lot of respect for their front seven. They've done a great job of getting after the passer, and to have the offensive line like we do, they gave me enough time to get the ball off today, and I think that's huge. And they did such a great job run blocking as well. It's up to us to be able to continue to execute in the third and fourth quarter, but I thought they did a great job today.